Sydney reported its worst day of the COVID-19 pandemic on Thursday with 5 deaths and a record rise in locally acquired infections as a weeks-long hard lockdown is struggling to contain the highly contagious Delta strain of the coronavirus. 4 of the 5 people that died were unvaccinated while one had at least one dose, New South Wales State Health Authorities said, as they implored residents to get inoculated as early as possible. Please, now is the time to strongly consider getting vaccinated. And for the elderly who have not been vaccinated, again, I put out a plea to you, make an appointment, New South Wales Chief Health Officer Kerry Chan told reporters in Sydney, the state capital and Australia's largest city. Authorities also announced a 1-week lockdown from Thursday evening in a region north of Sydney, home to the state's second largest city of Newcastle, after reporting new cases and finding fragments of the virus in the sewerage there. There were 259 new COVID-19 cases in Sydney, out of 262 in all of New South Wales, health authorities said, daily records for the city and the state, which reported a previous high of 239 on Sunday. There have been more than cases in New South Wales during the latest surge that began 7 weeks ago after the first case of the Delta variant was detected in an unvaccinated, unmasked limousine driver who transported overseas airline crew. With around COVID-19 cases and 932 deaths, Australia has avoided the high caseloads of other developed countries, but its vaccination figures are among the lowest, with only 20% of its population over 16 fully vaccinated. State Premier Gladys Berejiklian has tied the vaccination rate to easing lockdown restrictions on August 28, setting a target of 6 million shots by the end of the month that would cover half the state's adult population. About 4 million doses have been given so far in New South Wales. But the growing list of new venues where COVID-19 positive people have visited while infectious is tempering any optimism. Adblock test why.